Every month, everything gets weirder, and that includes the world of gaming. I have a feeling the year 2023 is going to be the year of weird, which is saying a lot. Why? Oh, you'll see. Just stick around for a few minutes. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on Game Ranks, the weird gaming stories of January 2023. Starting off, hey, you know how in Metal Gear Solid you can hide in a cardboard box and AI-powered guards seem unable to understand that you're there anymore? Well, guess what? That's how it is in real life, too. A writer of an upcoming book on artificial intelligence by the name of Shashank Joshi posted an excerpt from the book talking about how Marines who were tasked with helping an AI robot improve its AI eventually got tired of their task and decided to try to defeat it. So they parked the AI robot in the middle of a circle and played a game. Whoever can reach the robot from a long distance without being detected is the winner. So pretty much all of them did it. So it's kind of like an 8-way tie, like different methods used. We're doing cartwheels, legit holding branches and quote unquote acting like a tree. But the best one was the Metal Gear Solid method, in which one wears a box and approaches. Now, here's the thing. I will say this is a foolhardy method of defeating the robot because the point was to teach the robot, right? Well, now the robot probably knows something about cartwheels and cardboard boxes. Still, they defeated AI by literally hiding under a cardboard box like Solid Snake. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. At number 9, what seems to be the most passé argument now, loot boxes, is something that EA apparently wants in its latest beta of their new game Skate. Why, I don't know, because I've gone ahead and basically counted loot boxes out. Why? Because world governments are just like, you know, this is a problem. We know what gambling addiction is like, and selling a video game that includes gambling that isn't labeled as gambling is a big problem. Various governments have acted to differing harshness, but it's gotten to the point where European Parliament, which is not a country, but rather a collection of countries, being like, okay, we got to take action against loot boxes. I don't know why somebody would be adding in loot box stuff while this stuff is happening. But according to EA, the loot boxes are not paid, which I guess is okay because it's not really what everyone's problem with loot boxes are, which is that it's real paid gambling. But still, I just don't really understand with the total hatred of loot boxes why anybody would put it into a game. Sometimes EA just makes some very strange decisions. At number 8, Lost Ark decided to ban a bunch of players for being inactive. So, Lost Ark has kind of a bad bot problem, and they're trying to do everything they can to bring that problem to heel, so to speak. And they really pissed everybody off by going to the extreme length of just banning inactive accounts, permanently banning inactive accounts. So it uses Steam's anti-cheat to do this as well, which leaves a mark on a Steam profile. And just to be frank, Lost Ark launched huge, and then a lot of players kind of dropped off. So this is a lot of people who just gave a game a shot and ended up getting a mark on their Steam profile just for, you know, not playing Lost Ark anymore. It notes that you were banned for cheating from Lost Ark, which, not good. It's hardly shocking that Lost Ark got review bombed for this one, but they did. It's going to take time to know if it really messes things up for Lost Ark. It's still a pretty big game, but also that really pissed people off. We'll see. At number 7, EA lost about 60% of its Madden players' saves due to a data corruption issue for anyone who played it or logged in during a 22-hour period a few weeks ago. And that pretty much ends trust. Like, if you're going to have all of your franchise saves on a cloud storage setup, they all need to be backed up. Because if you can't recover most of them, who the hell is going to want to play franchise mode, which is what was affected, and also the main thing that people want to play on Madden? Just a bad month for people doing stupid crap with their servers. Honestly, can you imagine wanting to play after your save was just annihilated in an online game where ongoing statistics are important? I would not be happy, and I would definitely lose my motivation to play the game. At number 6, WWE 2K23. The last few years hasn't been the next generation. And guess what? This one is not going to be a port. This year, 2023, is not going to be a port of the next generation version. It's going to be a port of the PS4 and Xbox One version. That version is the one that the PC players are getting. The same version that Nintendo Switch is gonna get is what the PC players are getting. As if the PC can't handle the PS5 and Xbox Series version. That's insane. I cannot believe that is a thing. People were pissed last year. We're several years into this generation of consoles, and the PC version, which is technically the most powerful, most flexible hardware. I'm as angry as everybody else, and I usually play the WWE 2K games. Like, I do play them, but I don't play them on an ongoing basis. I play them for about a month when they come out, and I like playing them for about a month when they come out, but I don't play them on PC because this is what they do. It's ridiculous. It's so dumb. It's shocking that they're doing this again this year. Maybe it shouldn't be shocking, but it is. Coming in at number 5, I don't know if you've paid attention to the day before, but wow, is that an interesting story. Long story short, a completely unknown dev with a not great track record of small-scale games that very few people played decided to make the most elaborate survival MMO, and everything they've showed off of it makes it look incredible. It's also one of the most wishlisted games on Steam, oftentimes the number 1. The lead Discord moderator for the game, who had very recently announced an upcoming gameplay reveal, has now publicly said they're not sure if the game is real and that the mod team has seen no gameplay. Now, this game, a massively multiplayer zombie survival game with incredibly detailed environments and mechanics, supposedly launches in about 5-6 weeks. I don't think I have to explain how this one's weird, or really the entirety of the day before is weird. At number 4, Guilty Gear Strive, a very popular 2D anime fighter, if you're not familiar with Guilty Gear, is getting hacked. It's not the first time it's been hacked either. See, there's this thing with online games. They have to store a bunch of data for players to interact with each other, and Guilty Gear Strive's method is called R-code. A few years ago, hackers figured out how to use it to crash games by changing players' names in the middle of a match, and apparently, they just stopped doing it for a while, rather than Arc System Works, the developer of Guilty Gear Strive, fixing it, because hackers have recently been using it again. But they've also figured out that they can not only crash games in the middle of a match by changing people's names, but also that they can force people to send chat messages of their design. So let's say I'm a hacker and I want a certain player to continually tell people that they munch on turds. I could do that. Honestly, whatever Arc System Works did to stop it the first time apparently wasn't enough. And it's actually kind of staggering that it is basically the same problem as several years ago. And they're just like, all right, well, let's start exploiting it again. At number 3, Warzone 2.0, the latest version of the Call of Duty Battle Royale, apparently has had a glitch for a while where if you're in a helicopter, it might just explode for no reason. The problem is, apparently, there's just like some random hitbox, something that happens. I don't know. I look at it and I'm like, why is the helicopter blowing up? It looks like it's hitting something, but it's not. I'm not really too deep into Warzone. Sometimes I play it, but it doesn't seem fixed. I mean, this was early in the month that this became a controversy, and that's that. At number 2, so everybody's favorite car soccer game, Rocket League, has had a big old problem with cheating. Basically, by having a bot that was trained with machine learning, Psyonix hasn't fixed the problem or stopped the use of these bots or anything. Apparently, they're actively investigating solutions, but machine learning bots are scary good at this game, apparently. Like I said, Psyonix, the developer, is actively investigating solutions, and they also told the developer of the bot, RL Gym, not to publicly release any more bots of this caliber until they get the situation under control. So basically, they publicly said, please stop. and that's the action that's been taken. It's not like super effective, apparently, because even if they did stop publicly releasing bots of this caliber, as Psyonix worded it, this one is still there and they haven't done anything about it. So I don't know. And finally, at number 1, a Twitch streamer rigged up an EEG machine. I'll try to say this word correctly, but if I don't, excuse me on that. EEG stands for electroencephalogram. Basically, a little thing with a bunch of sensors that brain researchers use to record mental stuff. She repurposed this thing to play Elden Ring using your brain. I don't know how, but Perry Carriel is just thinking the controls to this game and it's working. I mean, look at this clip. What is that? How does that work? Like, she's saying the things out loud, but I think that's for the sake of telling the person watching what's about to happen. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. If this is a thing that people can control games with in the future, that's going to be cool as hell. That's all I'm going to say. Like, start a company, Perry Cardial. You will succeed if this is something that is viable.
And that's all for today. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. Best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. So click subscribe. Don't forget to enable all notifications. And as always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter at Falcon the Hero. And we'll see you next time right here on Game Ranks.